Hey guys, so people often talk about the red pill versus blue pill ways of looking at life, and yeah, I think everyone kind of, if you're watching this, you know what it's about, right? The blue pill is like where you kind of exercise cognitive dissonance, you kind of ignore certain things in the world, with the hope of having a less angst-ridden, well, more spiritually comfortable existence. And the red pill is when you kind of accept all the bad or crazy stuff that's going on. And for a while, I've sort of been around a lot of people who like to be very blue pilled. I think like most people generally try and be quite blue pilled. Say, oh, don't worry about, all the stuff that's going on in the world or whatever, and they always say like, oh, because it doesn't affect my day-to-day life. Well, before 2019 at least they said that. And now they don't say that anymore because, all this crap that's been going on behind closed doors, that is starting to affect everyone in very tangible ways. It did before, but, it's gotten to the point now where you're put under house arrest for months on end and you got to wear a mask and you go shopping, and you can't watch what you want on Netflix and stuff like that, right? So it's really actually bubbled to the surface the past few months, past year really. And so yeah, it's like this blue pilled kind of trying to ignore stuff outlook on life is hasn't really paid off. And people are kind of, they realize they're starting to realise all the crap that's going on, but they're realising a bit too late, unfortunately, I think. Yeah, no, what do you guys think? How long have you been red pilled or even blue pilled for? I doubt you are. But yeah, this it just goes to show that this idea of, pretending like stuff doesn't exist, and just telling everyone to get on with your life, and not preparing not at least mentally for because I mean there's only so much preparation you can do for when the shit hits the fan like it has now. But you know, like at least like mentally preparing and talking to people about all this stuff. Yeah, like for not doing that, I think people are worse off now. And what really annoys me is that some people are still saying, oh, well, now they say you can't do anything about it. They sort of used to, but now that's the only thing they can say. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, there are some things you can do about it. You can have exercise civil disobedience. You can try and, I guess, so to speak, red pill other people. And, so, all this stuff has happened. Well, it's easy to blame it on a relatively small group of people in power, like politicians, people like Bill Gates and stuff. And yeah, while they have, generally manipulated the public at the same time, it's always happening at the will of the public, or at least at the, what's the word, the apathy, I guess you could say, laziness, the lack of willingness to challenge it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, of people, because without public support, without tax revenue and all that stuff, with civil disobedience, like these people, they can't, the state can't control people's lives. I guess you could say the military maybe, but people in the military are still just people. But I'm sort of going off on a bit of a tangent at the moment. But yeah, you get my point. Like, this isn't. Yeah, it's not so much politicians pointing guns at us. It's other people pointing guns at us, at the individual, telling them to, sort of sit down, shut up, buckle up. Listen to what the state says. But yeah, so this what I'm trying to say is just this blue pilled outlook on life that so many people did have and continue to have is that it's not going to pay off. The incentives of living comfortably without angst and stuff. That they don't pay off. It's going to come to a point unless you die relatively soon, or you did die before 2020. On a long enough timeline, it might not even be you that experiences it. It might be your children or friends' children or grandchildren or whatever, just people who live longer than you. But you'll probably, like, everyone who's lived up to now is gonna be experiencing the drawbacks of that collectivist, cognitive dissonant applying outlook on life. So take the red pill. It's a hard pill to swallow, and it is quite. There are some sad truths to the world, but at the end of the day, you're better for it. It's it's a tough medicine to take, so to speak. But yeah, I'll stop it with the shitty metaphors now. But yeah, guys, the blue pill, it's like heroin. It's like it's an addictive drug basically, and on a long enough timeline, you're gonna run out of it, and then you're gonna really suffer. So yeah, stay woke, I guess you could say, and make sure you tell other people about it. It might be unpleasant at the time. People might kind of look at you funny for, complaining about all these lockdowns and stuff. But at the end of the day, someone has to. So yeah, step up to the task. It's not a big one, You just have to, try and red pill other people, I guess. So that'll be all, guys. Have a good day.